I'm going to be showing you exactly how much you need to save every single month to hit $10,000, no matter what your paycheck looks like right now. Here's what I need you to understand. Your income does not control whether you build wealth or not. Your system does. Most of us have been told that saving money means picking some random amount and hoping it adds up eventually. And when that is the approach, no wonder most people never actually get there. But listen, the difference between someone who hits $10,000 and someone who doesn't isn't how much they make. It's whether they're consistently saving every single month. I'm not going to be telling you to eat rice and beans every day. This is about picking the right monthly number for your life and sticking to it. And that is exactly what I'm going to be showing you in this video. And by the end of this video, you're not only going to know exactly how much to save every month to hit your goal, but you're also going to have a 5-step system to actually make that number happen. So grab your notebook because we're going to be going step by step. Here's the truth. Almost half of Americans don't even have $500 set aside for an emergency. Think about that. Half of the people you walk past every single day are one car repair or one medical bill away from going deeper into debt. And that is not just people at the bottom of the income ladder. Families making $75,000, $90,000, and even $150,000 a year are still living paycheck to paycheck. And that's a problem. But why is that? Because most people never sat down and actually figured a system to save consistently for a rainy day. They just save whatever is left, and most months, nothing is left. So they end up with more month at the end of their money than money at the end of their month. And that is a huge problem. The people who actually hit $10,000 are not always the ones who make the most money. They're the ones who know exactly what their plan to hit their savings goals is and stick to it every single month, no matter what their paycheck looks like. That is exactly what we're fixing today for you. Alright, so let's do the math together. If you want to save $10,000 in 12 months, then $10,000 divided by 12 is $833 a month. Now, if you don't have $833 a month left over from your budget, then that's okay. Maybe you don't save it in 12 months. Let's extend it to 24 months, and that is $416 a month for 2 years. If you prefer to save per paycheck, then $10,000 in 24 months is $96 per paycheck if you're paid bi-weekly. If you stretch that to 30 months or 2.5 years, then that is $333 every single month or $166 per paycheck. And if you take your time and actually stretch it out to 36 months or 3 years, then that is $278 a month every single month. Now, break any of these down daily and you're looking at somewhere between $27 a day for 1 year or $14 a day for 2 years. That's literally less than lunch at Chick-fil-A, my friend. And here's the kicker. If you make just $12 per hour, even the fastest timeline of 1 year is barely 1 hour of work per day dedicated to your future. I know you can do this. Now, here's the thing. There is no wrong timeline, my friend. 12 months is not better than 36 months, okay? The best timeline is the one you can actually stick to without falling off in 3 months. So, decide how long you want to take to save $10,000 and stick to it. Because once you have an actual dollar amount instead of a vague goal, your brain stops seeing $10,000 as this overwhelming mountain. It just sees a small doable number that shows up every single month. So if you're with me so far, drop your timeline in the comments. Is it 12 months, 18 months, or 36 months? Let's see your goal in the comments. Now, let's talk about how you're actually going to hit $10,000, okay? Most people pay their bills first, and then they try to save whatever is left. But by the time the bills, the groceries, and extra stuff is paid, there is absolutely nothing left. Reverse budgeting flips that. You pay yourself first, okay? The moment your paycheck hits your bank account, you move your calculated monthly amount into a separate account before you pay a single bill. This is exactly where my Spending with Purpose tracker is going to be handy and be helpful to you. If you've ever looked at your paycheck and thought, where did all my money go? Then this tracker is going to show you exactly where your money is leaking so you can redirect it towards your savings every single month. And if cutting expenses is not going to help you find the money you need to save every month, then it's time to increase your income, my friend. Now listen, I'm not telling you to go get a second job that is going to drain the life out of you. What I'm saying is maximize what you already have. If your job offers overtime, grab it. If they pay more on holidays, then volunteer. Be the person who covers for coworkers when they call out. And if that is not an option, then look around your house. The average American home right now has about $3,000 worth of unused items just sitting there, like old furniture, electronics, and clothes. So sell them. That alone can help you save over $3,000, my friend. And think about your skills too. Babysitting, tutoring, mowing the lawn. Even just $150 extra every month adds up to over $1,800 a year. If you still think that is not enough to hit your goal on time after you've babysat some kids and worked overtime, then it's time for you to cut your expenses. Here's where most money gurus get it wrong. They tell you to cut out things like coffee. Coffee is not your problem. That is not what is standing between you and $10,000. The real savings come from the big expenses like housing, transportation, and food, okay? One move like finding a cheaper apartment or carpooling is going to cover way more of your monthly savings goals than cutting your morning cup of coffee ever will. Also, most people think saving is just going to happen by willpower. But let's be real. Willpower is not going to work, my friend. It's going to run out. What is going to work is automation. So set up an automatic transfer on payday from your checking to savings account and route it to a completely separate high-yield savings account. A high-yield savings account is preferable because your money is growing on its own at 3 to 4% instead of sitting in a regular savings account at 0.01%. Secondly, you're not going to see the money, so you're not going to be tempted to move it back into your checking account and spend it. The next step is the one that most people skip, and is the one that ties everything together, my friend. Your timeline and your monthly amount have to match. Let's take Andre, for example. He gave himself 28 months until his 30th birthday to save $10,000. That meant he had to put aside $358 every single month. That is exactly what he did. And by his 30th birthday, he had over $10,024 saved. Suddenly, $10,000 wasn't overwhelming. It was just math. And one thing numbers don't do is lie, my friend. So remember that. Deadlines create urgency. Urgency creates focus, and focus creates results, my friend. So lock in your deadline today and make sure it matches the number that you want to reach. So here's how you're going to take action today. Start by grabbing my free Spending with Purpose tracker. It's going to show you exactly where your money is going right now so you can redirect it towards hitting your savings goals. Next is a roadmap to show you where you stand financially right now. I have one and I'm going to put the link to that in the description along with that free Spending with Purpose tracker that I mentioned earlier. Here's exactly what I want you to remember, my friend. Saving $10,000 is not about how much money you make. It's about deciding how long you want to take to save the money. Divide that by 12 and commit to saving that amount every single month. So download the tracker, get the roadmap, and pick your timeline, and let's get to work right now. This is Fawani reminding you that wealth is built step by step and decision by decision. If you found value in this, then go ahead and hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe for more and share this with someone who needs to hear it. And before I let you go, always remember that the best time to invest in yourself was yesterday, but the second best time is now. You got this.